And competitive races in Florida and in Georgia are consumed with pretty serious scandals. That's something you probably didn't read about in the latest Gushing magazine profile of them. We'll bring you up to date anyway. Consider first the case of Andrew Gillum. He's the socialist Democrat running for governor of Florida. He was the mayor of Tallahassee. He was confronted about free gifts he received while he was mayor during a debate last night in Florida. Watch this.
You went to a Broadway show with an undercover FBI agent. You went to Costa Rica with these same lobbyists. And guess what happened? The lobbyists that wined and dined Andrew, they got a $2 million grant.
My wife and I take vacations, and we pay for our own vacations. I didn't get anything in life for free.
Did you pay for Hamilton?
Then he ought to check himself.
Well, Andrew,
Why?
did you pay for the
You
trip?
had your time, I will take mine.
Because you won't answer the question.
I will take mine.
Right. The question is, did you pay for the Hamilton ticket, or did the undercover FBI agent pay for the Hamilton ticket? Did you pay to stay in the villa in Costa Rica? Where are the receipts? You have not proven that you paid for anything, and that's the problem.
So here's the direct answer. I don't take free trips from anybody. I'm a hardworking person. I know that may not fit your description of what you think people like me do, but I worked hard for everything that I've gotten.
Your description of what people like me do. Okay. But what about the undercover FBI agent? And did he give you free tickets to Hamilton, or didn't he? Well, Gillum explained that asking questions about FBI bribery investigations is, needless to say, you know the answer, racism. Many Florida voters seem to agree with that. They're at least unbothered by the corruption allegations. Gillum leads tonight by nearly 6 points in the Real Clear Politics polling averages. Meanwhile, in Georgia, in the governor's race there, another Democratic all-star, Stacey Abrams, admits to burning the U.S. flag, the flag of the state of Georgia. Watch.
26 years ago, as a college freshman, I, along with many other Georgians, including the governor of Georgia, were deeply disturbed by the racial divisiveness that was embedded in the state flag with that Confederate symbol. I took an action of peaceful protest.
So you don't like the flag, just burn it. Well, in the current era of political harassment, it should be no surprise that Democrats like Abrams are unashamed of their radical past. She openly admits she once opposed, among other things, free markets. Here she is.
We can educate bold and ambitious children, but our fundamental responsibility is to take care of the least of these, especially when the least of these are working families who only want a little bit of access to health care. And I am sick and tired of hearing about the free market being the solution to this problem.
Well, there was a time, like about 25 minutes ago, that burning flags and attacking markets would be enough to sink a candidate in Georgia, but not this year. 2 years of anti-Trump fever on the left has encouraged increasing radicalism in the candidates, and that's why Abrams seems okay even with illegal immigrant voters. Watch this.
Blue wave is African American. Yeah! It's white, it's Latino, it's Asian Pacific Islander. It is law enforcement. Yes! It is veterans. Yes! It is made up of those who've been told that they are not worthy of being here. Yes! It is comprised of those who are documented and undocumented.
So the undocumented are now participating in our elections. Federal crime, whatever. Lisa Booth is a senior fellow at Independent Women's Voice, and she joins us tonight. Lisa,
Hi,
thanks a lot
Tucker.
for coming on. So the Gillum race seems interesting, especially interesting because there's this addition of apparently an FBI corruption investigation into the middle of it. What is that exactly?
Well, there's actually two investigations. So there's a state investigation into some trips that Andrew Gillum took, and then there's also this FBI investigation. But the reason why all of this has come into the fold in the media as of late is there's this document dump about 150 pages basically showing that Andrew Gillum has been lying about accepting a Broadway ticket to Hamilton, which he had accepted from an undercover FBI agent. And that's what these documents demonstrate, is that he did knowingly take this ticket from a guy named Mike Miller, who was the undercover agent, who he thought was, a business guy who was looking to do a deal with his city when he was mayor. So that's what we know now. And then we also...
Wait, I just want to point out, just to warn our viewers, that Andrew Gillum has explained it's racist to bring that up.
Well, right. And if you would look at our very, storied history in the country of people of all different races coming under fire in investigations for corruption, corruption knows no, race here. So I think this is sort of an excuse he's trying to use. And look, with the big problem with the FBI investigation is he's saying that he's not a target But we honestly don't really know that. And if you look at one of his close friends, this longtime lobbyist, Corey Adams, he is at the center of the FBI investigation, and so is one of his businesses, or a couple of his businesses, and one of them, which Gillum was on the city commission that, voted to approve the deal.
So one of the reasons that we're also upset here in Washington about Russia hacking our election is that foreign nationals aren't supposed to be influencing our political process, period. It's actually against the law at a federal level. Stacey Abrams is saying she wants undocumented as part of this process. Has she explained what she meant? Does anyone care?
Well, the problem is, look, Democrats keep trying to say that, they're not the party of open borders, but all you have to do is go back to, a speech that was released with WikiLeaks with Hillary Clinton in 2013 talking about her desire for open borders. You have people like Keith Ellison walking around with shirts saying that he supports open borders. So it would not be a surprise that, this is sort of the, would not be a surprise that Stacey Abrams would be trying to say something like this.
Yeah, it's just, there's a difference between saying open the borders and then saying that people here legally should be playing a role in our political process. That's reserved for citizens, I thought.
It is, Tucker, but also remember the fact that Hillary Clinton gave a voice to undocumented illegal immigrants during the DNC convention. So, does it really surprise you that much?
No, it doesn't at all. And that's where this has always been going. Of course, you're absolutely right.
Right.
But it's still surprising. Anyway, Lisa Booth, thank you for those updates. We appreciate it.